Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On first down at Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, he'll dump this off to Akers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be third down. Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. Again, it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out just just a yard or two shy of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Well, he, like many good running backs, loves to go to the right, and he looked really comfortable going right there.
And was aided by the deception from his QB, who dropped back first before pitching it out to the right to him. I think it allowed the blocking to get set, and that allowed for the big run, too.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off. Ends up going for negative play. Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And Roethlisberger taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a
touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. He's got Higbee complete right side. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've come to half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Ray McLeod. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He completes it to Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is out of bounds here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham
Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score a point. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Pass complete to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's got Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Roethlisberger. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Ben gonna throw.
Complete. It's Johnson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Ben.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here's Ben.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Roethlisberger.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would add a little more time.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to kneel. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because